So it looks like Brooklyn Queen recently stopped by to visit her niece, or should we say Yanni's niece, which now has supporters wondering whether or not things have gone too far between these two and whether or not family is off limits. So now the other day, Brooklyn Queen posted this photo right here, which is a photo of her holding Yanni's niece with the caption saying Auntie's baby. Now this has supporters questioning what was her intent. Now if you guys are not familiar, Yanni at the current time is not allowed to have a relationship or see this little baby due to her issues with Michaela, which is her sister-in-law, the mother of this child. Alright, so let's go back to the very beginning as to how the situation started. So about 3 months ago, some family drama amongst Yanni, her brother, her mother, and Michaela all spilled out online. So the story goes something along the lines of this. So Michaela apparently was talking to someone on the side, in which Yanni found out about and then told her brother. Now, a lot of people speculate that this person is Deshay. Now, according to Michaela, there were some threats made behind the scene from both Yanni and Deshay towards her, which then made her go public with this entire situation, exposing everything that was supposedly happened behind the scenes. Now, as you can see from these text messages, I mean, she's going back and forth with Deshay. She actually leaked his number. She's talking about, you know, the size of his thing. I mean, it's a lot going on. And she's also trying to expose Yanni at the same time. Now, keep in mind, this is also the same time in which she lets everyone know that Yanni and Brooklyn Queen are no longer friends like that because Yanni allegedly messed around with her ex-boyfriend. So now this situation wasn't just between Yanni and Michaela. Her brother, Yanni's brother, also intervened and tried to take up for Yanni in this situation. And then Yanni's mother also entered the equation. Now, Yanni's mother posted all of this right here, and she was going in. She was calling Michaela a pass around. She was talking about how she's not a good mother. She was talking about how, you know, she has a botched body, according to her. I mean, this was a mess. And if y'all want to read the whole thing, I'm going to suggest y'all pause because she said a whole lot. Alright, so now as you guys now see, things had gotten very intense and toxic within this family 3 months ago. Now, I will say that Yanni has continued her friendship with Deshay since all of this has happened, and y'all already know that she has his last name tattooed on her wrist. And also since then, Yanni's brother has patched things up with Michaela. Now, we don't know the relationship between Yanni's mother and Michaela, but we do know that Yanni and Michaela still are not on speaking terms. Alright, so now let's fast forward on to a Brooklyn Queen and Yanni's friendship. Now, as y'all all know, that friendship went down the drain because of allegations that, you know, Yanni was messing around with her ex. Now, during this time, Yanni had vowed that she was not going to associate herself with anyone that Brooklyn Queen had introduced her to, out of respect for their relationship. Now, unbeknownst to Yanni, Brooklyn Queen and her mother were still in contact with Michaela, and in fact, they were posting her up on their IG story, which has supporters questioning their intent. Now, also keep in mind that Yanni is the one that introduced Brooklyn and her mother to Michaela. And once that friendship ended, a lot of supporters felt like, okay, well, Brooklyn should have ended that relationship as well. Well, no, Brooklyn decided to continue on with this friendship with Michaela. Now, once Yanni found out about this post right here, she jumped on IG Live crying because she felt betrayed by Brooklyn. She felt like Brooklyn should not have been in contact with Michaela after everything that has happened between them. Now, she also feels like Michaela has been out here lying on her name and also lying to Brooklyn about her.
What still talking to Michaela, bro? You and your mom still talking to Michaela?
Yanni, you know me, out of all people, I'm not finna go off of hold on, I keep getting calls. I'm not finna go off of based on how they treat me, and she hasn't done anything to me. I'm not best friends with Michaela, but yes, I do talk to her, and I'm not finna sit up here and lie to you like I don't. Yes, my mom does talk to her. She just had a baby. She's going through postpartum. She don't have nobody else to talk to, so of course my mom's gonna be there for it. And what?
Okay, and I was there for Michaela. And you saw where that landed me.
Nothing at all.
So now, about a week after this live, Yanni popped out as a new cast member for Influencer City Next Gen. Now, the timing has still not been cleared up, which is, hey, did Yanni jump on live knowing that she already had Next Gen in her back pocket while she was crying about feeling betrayed? Or did she decide to do this after she realized that, hey, there's no boundaries here. Brooklyn is going to continue her relationship on with Michaela, so why should she give her that same loyalty? Now, again, we do not know that time frame because that has yet to be cleared up. And as y'all know, Yanni is over there with Brooklyn's old friends, which is Debo, Chris, and Eli. Now, Brooklyn has already made it clear that her and Eli really didn't even have a relationship, nor did she really know him like that. So let's remove him from the equation. When it comes to Chris and Debo, Yanni is not even over there in their face like that, nor even doing any collabs with them or content, period. Yes, of course she's around, but when it comes to like one-on-one content or like really all up in the mix when it comes to Chris and Debo, yeah, she's not really like that over there. She's more so doing her own thing with other people. Now, after Brooklyn Queen posted up with Yanni's niece, Yanni jumped on IG Live and she posted this on her story. And now, shout out to the Messy Maj page because they were able to capture this because this was definitely a post and delete. Now, this has supporters wondering who exactly is she talking about. Now, of course, because this came directly after Brooklyn's post, a lot of people feel like she is talking about Brooklyn. Well, Brooklyn jumped down in the comment section basically saying, I don't have to defend or explain who I'm friends with or communicate with. Don't be mad at me. My relationship with Michaela is good. Work on your relationship if it's important to you. You so bothered that you go refriend other people, but don't be right with their own family. Stay mad. All right, so this is what I will say. So listen, I want to start off by saying this. I do not know the circumstances under which Michaela has decided that she does not want Yanni around her child. I don't know if this is about, her having genuine concerns or her just being petty. And since I don't know this, I'm not going to give any judgment on that, and I'm going to put that to the side. Oh, but wait, let me hold up. Let me pause that and not get too ahead of myself, because Michaela did come out speaking on the situation and also gave us some insight as to where her head is at in regards to who she wants around her child. Now, y'all check this out.
Laughing and rich. To all those haters out there, your mamas. Seeing my baby is a privilege. It's not a right. Nobody else pushed her out but me. I was in labor 3 days, y'all. Y'all not understanding all the stress that people are putting me under, and you guys don't understand because y'all kids. Whoever's talking crazy online, y'all kids, and you don't understand. And y'all talking about you too old to be arguing. I'm not arguing with nobody, but I'm not finna entertain any BS either, because if y'all are upset that Brooklyn is hanging with my baby, and I have a relationship with her and Miss Kim, y'all can't be mad. They were nothing but good to me. They didn't do nothing to me. The problem I have is with, unfortunately, her aunt. But I'm not gonna take her away from my baby or anything like that. She's never even tried to call her grandmother and see if my daughter is good. She hasn't even tried to check up on her brother. Me and her brother are on good terms. Y'all don't need to know all the business, because y'all have nothing but negative things to say. Maybe if y'all said something positive, I would be able to show you guys a little bit more of an insight of what's going on in our lives. But I've been real private lately, and unfortunately, good people like Miss Kim and Brooke have been taking the heat. Like, chill out. The cool thing about life is you could always redeem yourself, and there's somebody that owes all of us an apology because she wrong. And the way she wrong too is like she going from one friend group to another. It's only a matter of time, and I just pray for her. I have nothing negative to say about her, but at the end of the day, mind your business. If you have nothing positive to say.
Now, after hearing what Michaela had to say, it's given very much, I do not like you, nor do I want my child around you. All right, so now what do y'all think about what Michaela had to say about this situation? Do y'all feel like she is being petty, or do you feel like, hey, Michaela has every right to keep her child away from whomever she wants? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Now, Yanni did jump on IG Live. In fact, she did a dark live in which she addressed the entire situation. Now, she goes on to say that she has tried to fix her relationship with Michaela and also with Brooklyn. And she also goes on to say, without saying names, that yeah, people are pointing out the fact that she has rekindled friendships, but she also points out the fact that basically Brooklyn was still in communication with Troy while they were going back and forth. Yanni also claims that she is not upset with the fact that, Brooklyn has a relationship with her niece, and she is welcoming to anyone that wants to be around her niece that is going to, support her niece and be there for her niece. Now, she also then highlights the fact that, yes, Brooklyn's post was petty in her eyes.
Can I mend any relationship with a woman who still consistently gets on TikTok live to talk shit about me? I don't understand it. And for me, I don't feel no type of way about nobody being good to a family member of mine. I want all the best for the baby at all times. I'm going to bed. I want the best for the child at all times. That's all that matters to me. Like, it's a baby at the end of the day. I'm not going to force a relationship with somebody who has actively gotten on the internet and said how somebody has been a better sister to her than me. But when you were getting in arguments with my brother and anytime you called me over there, first of all, I'm gonna address, I've tried with you. I tried with you. You got mad at me over dumb shit, bro. I could have been an active auntie in my niece's life, but you wouldn't allow it. So let's be clear. And when it comes down to my brother, anytime I have any questions about my niece, I ask my brother. He used to send me hella pictures of my niece. So don't ever come at me like that. When he was out there in LA, he would FaceTime me all the time so I can see her. Please don't. Please don't do that. Y'all are mad right now because she got called out for being petty. That's just it. And it was petty. The caption was petty. Now, do I care that she's seeing her and being a good person to her? No, I don't care. I'm happy. I'm happy for y'all's friendship. And when people talking about, oh, well, if you could rekindle bonds with all this, that, and the third, please stop acting like you were not talking to one of these people the entire time we were beefing with them. Please stop. Please stop acting like you were not doing that. Like, what the hell? And I sat back and I watched the entire time and did not say anything and still did not talk to them. So please stop. I'm not trying to sit here and play victim. And bonds with other people, I did. If I wanted to mend bonds with y'all, I actually tried that. And you know I did. And I don't really care anymore to try to mend that because y'all don't want to mend it. Y'all could be over there in y'all's mean girl group. I don't care.
All right, guys, so what do y'all think about this entire situation? And do y'all feel like, Brooklyn is being petty here? Do you feel like Yanni has no place to be upset? It is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Now, this is what I will say. Now, I know a lot of supporters may feel like, well, hey, Yanni has been over there with Brooklyn's friends and associating with people that Brooklyn introduced her to. So what's the issue here? Well, there's a big issue because you're comparing friendships to family. I don't agree with toying around with someone's family. And yes, I'm going to call it toying around because at the end of the day, if Brooklyn genuinely has a relationship with Michaela and this little baby, then let it be that, a genuine relationship. Now, the fact that Brooklyn is aware of the circumstances of the situation, that Yanni is not allowed to see this child, and for her then to post this child and then also claim to be her auntie, all while knowing very well that T pages are going to pick this up and Yanni somehow is going to come across it. So it comes across like as if she's trying to hurt feelings, hit a nerve, and cut deep. And I don't agree with that because at the end of the day, this is her family. I do understand Yanni's feelings in this situation, but at the end of the day, we all have sat back and watched her rekindle a lot of friendships with people that have dragged the entire hell out of her all over social media. Now, if she was able to take that time to work things out with them, then she needs to put that same effort into fixing things with her sister-in-law so that she could be able to see her niece. I mean, I understand how she feels frustrated, but at the end of the day, you can't give up on this little baby. Like, come on now, we have to figure this out. And no, I don't expect her to be best friends with Michaela, but at least can they be cordial? Can they get to a level to where they could be in the same room and she could be able to see her niece? And how do you get there? Now, is Michaela actually up for this? I don't know, but I feel like Yanni needs to put in that effort, even though I know it may feel like this is not on her to do. But at the end of the day, again, we have watched her literally befriend Troy, Emily, Wuda, and all these other people that have literally disrespected her. But for some reason, she was able to figure that out. This is your blood. Let's figure this out. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for this video. So I will catch you next time with some more scoops. So like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks.